Travel and Tourism meeting to order. We will look over the minutes if you haven't already, and I will ask for a motion to approve the minutes. Okay, do I hear a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Thanks. Okay, if you would review the agenda, does anyone see a change that needs to be made? Any additions? Do I hear a motion to approve the agenda? Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Okay, Becky.
All right, I had the finance report closed through September 30th, updated through today. On the first page of your report, our total reconciled cash balance at September 30th is $171,844. That's in our operating account. We just deposited today for the first part of the month for the September collections, $10,846. Got several, we also have paid some bills in October to transfer salaries from the first quarter, actually for 4 months. I also have $1,206 that will be put into the capital reserve fund, paid $15,086 in some advertising and other bills, which leaves our available operating cash at $147,660. You'll note the arrow up, you'll see at this time last year we were at $96,000 available. So you guys have made some good progress. We appreciate our accommodation partners so much in being so diligent in their collections. We are sending out penalty letters on a regular basis now, and I have some good help in the office I'm really pleased and excited about, so we've been getting a few little penalties in. If you look at the bottom of the page, you'll see that our total taxes collected year to date are $39,911. This time last year it was $34,451, so we have a $15,000 plus variance from last year. Very pleased with that. The capital reserve fund, after I transfer the 120626, will be at $24,829. So this board has made some major progress in working towards the goals. If you look at page 2, you'll see that we are operating at a surplus at this point at $22,377 for going into the fall, and I'm hopeful for a really pretty rest of October and even early into November, so that we have good collections that'll help keep our budget in a good place. And if you look at page 3, you'll notice that we've added a lot of accounts. Everything I got together a couple of weeks ago, and we tweaked the budget some more. We tried to take things out of just general categories and try to align the budget in my system to what you as a board put together. So you'll see some little funny entries where I had to repost some things, but if you'll notice, you've still got $112,500 in your budget for expenditures. You're right in budget, okay? Right inside of your budget. Right percent should be 75, you're right at 76. And that's with all the bills that we've posted and companies that we've posted. So far so good with your budget. I'm real pleased with that. Any questions?
This looks good. Thank you for the work on that.
It's going to make it a lot simpler for us.
Yeah.
And I'm really pleased that we've done that. Any questions?
We like transparency, and it tells us what we're doing.
It sure does. It shows everything that you guys have posted as priorities in your budget, and anybody can look at it and see where you are. I do have a couple of things I need approval for. You're going to help me here. MOTD, Minis on the Dragon. We did get the invoice for it. That occurs in May, but they do like for us to go ahead and pay it in the fall. That's $2,500. That's above my spending limit. I just need approval for that. And it is in your budget.
Make a motion?
Second.
Then, the current travel and tourism director and who also works with the Heritage Festival, Teresa Garland, has made a verbal request, has not given me a written request yet, for half of the cost of the fireworks that you budgeted for $5,000. They have to put a deposit down in the fall for that. And she has made a verbal request. She said she would be giving me a written request, but she didn't get it to me. She's kind of wearing two hats right now. And I didn't know if the board wanted to go ahead and cover that.
Do you know if she's going to be asking for 2,500? Is that what I heard you say?
Half of it, 2,500.
Okay. That sounds good. And I know, and they pay the other part of the deposit.
They pay it right at the time.
Do I hear a motion that we go ahead and approve for Becky to pay that?
Made the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Okay, I'll let Ms. Garland know that. Just want to give you a quick report. The audit is nearly finished. I think everything's looking fine. We're running a deadline on a baby with the auditor, so we're trying to get it all wrapped up before the baby gets here. But as far as I can tell, there's no problem. Kind of pushing us along. Hopefully I'll have that audit report by the next board meeting. I'm anticipating another clean opinion, so everything's looking good. And then just a progress report and just a real quick request on a couple of our board members. We, a couple of months ago, the board moved to open an account at UCB. We just get better rates and so forth on our interest, and that has been done. So we're working toward just phasing out the First Citizens account. But I do need a couple of signatures. I need Ms. Bourne and Ms. Williams as chair and vice chair to be co-signers on the bank account with me. I've got the signature cards here. So there's several places to sign. If you'll just kind of look on each page for where your name is.
The minutes are going to come down the back as well, please. And Harold, I'll get those from you again.
Okay. Does that conclude the financial report? Does anyone have any questions for Becky?
Just a minute. What are you asking about that 6815? Becky, what's this 6815 in advertising and promotions that looks like you've moved around maybe?
That's, we had the big journal graphics that you guys approved a couple of months ago. That was the big one.
Or did we break it out of something? Because we still have that much in remaining balance.
Yeah, you'll have to excuse the report because it'll clean itself up next
We're
month.
tweaking, we're finishing up.
Yeah, I had to move it out of one line item and into another, and I meant to say that, it kind of fouled up my report just a little bit, but it'll be okay when you look at the October report. That line should say 0, but you'll look down below there's a negative line, and it's because of the way the posting months and when I made the adjustment versus when the bill got paid.
Right.
So you'll see, if you look 2 lines down, you'll show it's got a negative 5389.
Right.
It'll be fixed by next month. I should have said that when I reported on that.
Well, you said there was some time.
It's a bookkeeping problem with the timing. I went in and made the journal entry, but my staff went in and cut the check at a different month than what I did the journal entry.
Okay.
But I knew it had been moved.
Zero itself
Yes,
out.
it will zero itself out.
Okay.
No other comment? Okay. All right, Tammy. Thank you.
And I didn't know what you guys wanted me or anything. I'm taking a hang from the phone. I didn't know where from.
I will. Yeah, I will.
Bring this on. Just leave it on. Okay. Sorry.
Let's see. What other sheet?
you guys will, in your packets, go ahead and turn to the social media report. Mary Ann had a conflict in her schedule, so again, we don't need to go over every detail. You guys can take a look at it. It's something that we go over pretty frequently. You have all your social media channels right there. You see there was quite a bit of growth. From August to September, we're now over 11,000 fans on that channel, and all the other channels have growth as well, which is always a good sign. And you know, I really think a lot of her posts, we've kind of talked about it, they're very engaging. People are talking, people are sharing, and I think that has a lot to do with the occupancy tax collections being higher. I think that's one of our best resources that we've been spending with our money is the social media channels and really sharing what we have to offer while people are on vacation. The next page, those are the top 3 posts that were on Facebook since our last meeting. Of course, coming in the first at over 27,000 people it reached, with 1,060 likes was one of the posts about Tail of the Dragon being one of the 11 roads in North Carolina, an unforgettable scenic experience. We know that. We know we've got 2 others as well. I'm going to be trying to work with some of the media writers to see if we can get a little focus on a couple of our other roads as well. The second post coming in with over 17,000 folks reached was that beautiful fall color shot there on the Cherahela Skyway. That also had 1,500 likes. And then lastly, a beautiful shot there of Snowbird Mountain Lodge, and talking about how, you know, just 3 hours north of Atlanta, Robbinsville, all these good verbiage. That had about 5,800 people, 375 likes. You can see the other engagement numbers there as well. Some of the upcoming meetings and times that I'll be out of the office from now until the next board meeting. We have a Smoky Mountain Host second Tuesday workshop. I have a call-in to find out what the subject matter will be that they're going to play at that meeting, if this is updated material or if this is material that I've already seen. So I may or may not attend that session depending on what's being covered. Fontana TDA has their meeting on October 20th, and the Robbinsville TDA has their meeting on the 22nd.
Can you give us a copy of what you're reading?
I haven't, but I can give you one. Yeah, I'll definitely use a few of them. Western Carolina University has their tourism conference. That'll be November 10th. Some of the upcoming events that'll be really important for the fall here. The Robbinsville High School football games, we only have 2 more home games. So whenever that's going on, if you get I just really find out when I've got big burly men walking in, I'm like, hey, we've got a high school football game this Friday. And they're like, oh, really? They get really excited about coming to the you know, get a good rivalry going. It's kind of a lot of fun to go to a high school football game. The Partners of Joyce Kilmer, they have some hiking opportunities that are coming up. October 10th at the Chiella Bald, on the 12th at the Bartram Trail, the 14th at Coker Creek, and then they're going to be partnering with Fontana Village Resort on the hike boat trip over to Proctor. That's going to be the week of October 18th through the 21st. And then on the 27th, the partners will also have like it's a Harvest Moon hot chocolate kind of social that's on our calendar as well. And one last hike will be on Veterans Day at Falls Branch Falls. That'll be on November 11th. The Harvest Festival will be at Stokoe Valley. I don't think I put a date on that one. I think it's not this weekend. Help me with my calendar.
Send it to me.
Thank you. It is next weekend. The 3rd annual Neon Night, because of Joaquin's possible weather bans, they decided to go ahead and cancel the Neon Night on the 3rd, and they went ahead and rescheduled that. Posters are kind of up all over town. They do have an events website on Facebook, so if you've got some folks in town that like to race, they look like runners, that might be something you want to point some people towards, because it'll be fun, nighttime glow and everything neon. Geola River release, November 7th, and I think that is our last one for the year, and we're going to be getting the 2016 dates are now out, and I'm going to be getting those posted on the calendar and with the Visit NC website for the state of North Carolina. Fontana Village Resort also has their Fall Hike Week, October 18th through the 22nd, and their Hoptober weekend, spoof on Halloween and all the kind of activities they do up there on the 30th. Chapoka Lodge has their Oktoberfest from the 9th through the 11th, and I think they're going to be doing more of like sausages and brats and sauerkraut. Different beer companies will be there on site, and some fun events that kind of go hand in hand with Oktoberfest. They also have a fall festival with lodging specials on the 16th through the 18th. Snowbird Mountain Lodge has a themed weekend for fly fishing, November 5th and the 6th. That usually, I've heard that sells out 3 or 4 months in advance, is what Robert has shared with me before. Fontana Village Resort, Snowbird Mountain Lodge, and Chapoka all have Thanksgiving dinner and lodging specials for Thanksgiving. So if you guys have family, any of our lodging partners have family, they want to come in, you know, there's going to be plenty of places to eat. Sometimes you go to a destination and everything's closed. We're very lucky. I've even been to Myrtle Beach. It's hard to find a place sometimes for Thanksgiving to have a decent meal with your family. You don't want to cook. We're very fortunate to have 3 of our great inns that are going to be having a Thanksgiving dinner. As far as network industry relationships and other TDAs, I did attend the Charlotte Media Mission. I'm pleased to say that the mountains were kind of the front row of 3 rows set up in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. It kind of went from the mountains high country down to the southwest mountains as a setup. So I was right next door to Bryson City, and then another gentleman that represents a lot of mountain towns as far as PR and getting media folks to come visit. And then the folks from Visit NC shared with me, they put me next to him so that we could make that connection, and that I might be able to call him and ask him how he's getting so many different, what they call fam trips, media visitors, media write-ups. So this is a nice connection that I was able to make while at the Charlotte Media Mission. Sent you guys an email. I wanted you to take a look at the little gift that we gave out while we were at the Media Mission. It went over really well. People were like, what are these? So the Pixie Sticks, honey sticks from Weirloom Honey, with their business card and my business card. It was kind of a big hit, and even some of the other vendors asked if they could have them, said they could come get some after it was over. But yeah, it was really great. As far as local industry relationships, I hope you guys have seen some of the decorations around town for the RHS Day of Caring. I think the kids that I had did an excellent job of getting the corn stalks and the ribbons and the bales of hay and the plantings inside the middle medians there through town. I can say that the town of Robbinsville was very pleased. Some of these boys might not go off to college. They might be the type that work at technical school or a 2-year degree, and they said they would hire any one of the young gentlemen that worked in our group like that. They took direction very well. They were very polite, very pleasant to work with, and I heard that from all the different companies that had kids working at their establishment, that the kids were just phenomenal, no complaining, and very polite.
Would the board like to entertain the idea of perhaps sending a note or a letter from Travel and Tourism to the school regarding that activity day? It was wonderful.
Yes.
And never have we had the whole town decorated at one time. Have we bought Billy? Billy gets his up. Billy gets his up, and then we kind of all fall in place. Sometime, maybe. But it's all decorated now. So if you would just use our letterhead, and what did you have in mind?
I thank you note to Weirloom for giving her the honey sticks to hand out.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you note to them. Thank you note to the school. And then bring it and let us sign it, or we can drop by and sign, just to know that we really appreciate their efforts. That was good. What do you think, Billy?
Now, what's fixing to bring up in here, you know, I know Fontana, Snowbird, and Poker Thanksgiving dinner and lodging specials of our, you know, at Thanksgiving of our, we give away, we open the restaurant doors and give away Thanksgiving dinner to the people and stuff like that, that people
That's
that
right,
they
you
don't
do.
have a place to eat and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Everybody's welcome. Our family gets together and cooks dinner for people and stuff like that. We just open the doors and let them come eat. You know, the people that
That's
don't.
great.
And you'd be surprised at the people that don't have family, you know,
That's true.
that where they can't come eat.
Thank you for
But
doing
we've
that,
done that for the
Billy.
past 10 years.
And thank you for bringing it up, and we'll certainly add it to our list of events.
Yeah, yes, we should
Should get
do
more
that.
out.
Well, I'll talk to Billy about that because I'm sure he doesn't want to just give away food all day.
Yeah, we do.
Either. You do?
Yeah.
You don't mind me posting that on
No,
the open
we-
website?
yeah.
Okay. Just
We
wanna
have
be
people
sure.
come in from Mobile and stuff like that.
Okay.
Mobile and Florida, you know, they still have place to eat. That's
Okay,
it.
we can do that then.
Great.
That's good
And
publicity
then-
for the whole county.
Yep,
Yes,
it
Yeah.
is.
yes. So if anybody would like to donate money to Billy to buy food, please do.
No, that's bad, but yeah.
Thank you, Victoria.
It's like Indians giving back, you know, that's it.
Carl said he had some okra left over, he's gonna give me.
He said what?
He had some okra left over, he's
Some
gonna give me.
okra? No, Harold, I got first dibs on the okra.
Harold's got over, you know.
I know you
give
got
back.
away now.
Yeah.
I bet I give away 20 bucks.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, sorry.
That's it. Becky and I, and Peggy as well, we're working on some of the folks that we know that are not being compliant with occupancy taxes. I think, I was just asking her if she had finished up finding out about the Natahala Motel down there in Topton. It is showing up on the property cards, but it does say 19 West, and we all know that 19 West is not in our county. So between her and Irma and Tawana, they'll come up and figure out if that is a place that we do need to send a letter, or if it's something that now we know for sure we need to stay away from. Smoky Mountain Cabins, the company changed their name to Mountain Vacations, so we kind of had to do some changes and updates in the system. We wrote a letter of, I think they're out of Bryson City, and they probably have about 3 or 4 cabins over here,
Okay.
more in the Almond area.
Okay.
We wrote a letter of support for the project down at Lake Santila. Airbnb, the company that you can rent out your living room, your bedroom, your whole house, whatever you kind of want to do. They did send letters out that I shared with you guys before. Their account is officially set up with Becky. We're trying to figure out which cabins, like a payment encompasses, and I think that's going to be very difficult for us to figure that out because they're just sending a lump payment. And unless you go into each one of our cabins and see if there's a review, we're probably not going to be able to figure out where the money's really coming from. What's that?
I just created that smoking cabins.
Yeah.
Move on.
Well, so they do have their own account, so you
That's
will be
good.
seeing a line item on this report that you guys see. But we really don't know who it represents. As far as staff and volunteers, Stephanie Danforth was going to work for me this Saturday, but I'm not going to be going out of town for Megan's race. Just so the board knows, I will be trying to look for a volunteer for the October 31st. That is a regionals event for my daughter, and I'd like to be there. I think I've got 3 folks that have possibly said they're checking their calendars. They're going to let me know if they can work that weekend for me. Group travel and tour operators. I helped set up a German tour group that's coming in with TJ Holland. They have the desire to take a look at the Junaluska Memorial Museum. As we all know, that is closed down, but somehow he's going to try and accommodate this group with that far of an advance notice. And then, we've already gone over the stats, we've already gone over the bills. The last thing that I put in your packet.
Have you
this-
talked to TJ the past few days?
I have talked with the folks out of Cherokee, TJ, and I'm still trying to get some contacts for Adam Wachacha and Brandon Jones.
Since when?
What's that?
Since when have you talked to him?
This past week.
There's been a lot of change this past week.
Oh, you're right.
So that
Is that one of
German
them?
group, he's.
Is that-
I don't
changed
know.
up
I mean,
there?
he's changed 35 department heads, so
Okay.
I'd be getting a hold of somebody.
Okay.
Okay, we have a new chief, so.
Yeah, we have a new chief, we had 35 new
reassigned.
department heads.
Oh, okay.
Some
All
of
right.
them department heads over level one housekeepers now.
Well, I think if you can help me, I know TJ has the number for that group, and he is the one that made that kind of relationship with them after I turned it over. So there is a German group, and I don't know what
Yeah.
week it is they're coming in, but we really need to
I
be sure
know.
not to drop the ball there.
But that guy that was over that department over there, he's no longer there anymore.
Okay.
Are they still working?
They don't know. Randy was trying to sell my house over there, and he got back down there because his wife wouldn't sell it.
Well, I'll reach out to you and to Connie and get some numbers and see.
I
if
have
we can-
Adam's cell
I got
phone
his
number in the
number.
Veterans Office, so I'll get that to
They're
her.
supposed to be in
and-
council, I think, or something.
Huh?
They're supposed to be in council today, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
But we'll certainly
There's
reach out.
there's a lot of things changed up there in the past.
Well, yeah, I've
in
been
the past
hearing
few
about
days.
some of them too,
Yeah.
Billy. And I've forgotten that. Thanks for
Yeah.
bringing that up. It is very, very new,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
new right
Need to
now.
know
And
that.
those things probably won't turn back for another month. He'll get everything placed within the next month or so.
Be a little while before
Yeah,
it gets
it
worked
will.
out, I'm sure. Okay.
The very last thing that you'll see in your packet is an email from a lady that is one of my instructors at SPS Marketing College. Her name is Lori Rowe, and she is considered one of the best of the best. I asked her to put together a preliminary package of somebody being able to help a very small destination with their PR. This will be emailed to you tonight when I get back into the office, but I did just want to make you familiar with it in this meeting so that you can really read this over, see if you have any questions. So maybe by the next time we get back together, we might be able to hire somebody like her, or if you guys want to explore a few other people, there's a few other people I have in mind as well. But I can tell you, she usually has a $5,000 price instead of $2,500. And it's because right now she does not have any North Carolina clients, and she would like to break into the North Carolina market.
But now, why would we do this if we've already voted on the tourism plan and funding?
This is a PR firm. So what a PR firm does is they take your press releases and they take happenings and these blogs and these stories that we put together here. They have thousands of contacts, writers, bloggers, TV, radio people, that we don't have a bank that big yet. She's already made those relationships. She can really go to bat for one of our projects if we need somebody to be writing a story about it, because she's already got those relationships. So this is a PR firm.
Okay, and I think that's a good thing to explore and look into and get familiar with. But I believe that we would be talking about this at next budget cycle.
Well,
When
this is
we
one,
work
we
the
were
budget
gonna do
out.
it when the end of last year, because we didn't spend as much of that money. And I said that, you know, if that
Did we
contingency.
earmark it in the budget this year?
Well,
or
it's just
no?
in that contingency line, and
There's a
so we had
contingent,
kind
okay.
of said that that's where it could come from.
No, we talked about it, but we didn't say nothing about hiring a PR firm.
No,
Okay.
this is the, we're just talking about it right now.
Yeah, but-
Getting
No, I
familiar.
don't think we know.
That's-
Yeah, no. No.
So that's her email to me, and I just wanted to be able to share that with you so that, you know, when you get your email with the attachments, that way you'll be able to review the materials and you'll kind of know what we were talking about when it comes to that subject matter. As far as the director of social media, that is it for me.
Okay, let me say, I love these three pictures that we got the most
They look good, don't they?
hits on. Yeah, they're fabulous. Would you like to see? Yeah. All right, now, agenda, wait, let me find your agenda.
Old new business with Jean's
Okay, on old business, I will bring up that I have dropped the ball. Greg, tell me your last name. Corvell, I've been calling her, that's not right. Corvell, maybe I can make you a Corvette, and then I'll forget it. Yeah, he was voted by this board to be recommended to the County Board of Commissioners. I did not think of that Tuesday night. So it will be 2 more weeks. I will have it imprinted on my forehead, Billy. So, and I apologize to you, Greg, and to this board. I forgot to do that. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I feel certain that you will be approved, and we look forward to that day and moving forward after that, then, Greg. Do you have any questions or anything you'd like to say?
No, I just want to say hello. I don't know everybody on here yet, but.
Now, you're gonna have to learn to talk like this.
Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down.
You're in the South, there's no such thing
Draw it
as
out.
a single syllable word. Why don't we introduce ourselves, Connie?
Where'd they find you?
Introduce ourselves. Just
Yeah,
go on.
we'll introduce ourselves to you, and then you can get the hang of how we talk.
We'll speak slowly.
I'll work on it. I know that. But thanks. I actually look forward to this experience. So
Right.
just know that I'm on the team if I can get on the team.
Right.
Sure.
So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So we won't
Certainly.
leave yet.
It's going to be a very short bridge, I do
Okay.
believe. Okay, and I'm Connie Orr. We have met
Yeah,
before.
absolutely.
I'm John Powell from the Iron Horse Motorcycle Lodge.
I'm Billy Ditmore with the Micro Tail End Suites.
I'm Ravonda Williams.
We spoke on the phone.
A couple of times.
You know me.
I'm Billy Brown with Leland's Place, restaurant down.
Harold Rogers, just bumming around. Part-time road state.
All right. Well, no, it's a pleasure to meet everybody if I haven't met you yet, and I do look forward to it. Thank you.
All right. Okay, that was old business. Is there any other old business? Okay. All right. Do I hear a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I got a question.
Okay.
We get leads from tripinfo.com, YesQuest, Wikipedia, Residency, Travel Guide. Do we get leads from all?
We do, and I'm a little bit behind in that area. I was trying to sync entering the leads into the constant contact, but when my relationship with Nancy and some of the roles that we've kind of set up for ourselves fell apart. It's something that I'm still learning to
I
kind
haven't
of do.
received leads in 7 months. Any kind of lead. I don't know who's getting them all.
There's I don't think it's been that long, but I'll go back and check. And we can get that caught up to the partners so that we'll just have to wait on the constant contact input.
It's a little late in the season now.
Please.
Well, I've got 3 weeks left of the season.
I'll be
I just thought that would be expedited a little quicker. Now, you must get them monthly, the leads.
Some I get weekly, some I get monthly.
Okay. I just wanted to bring to the board's attention that I haven't received any response. And a lot of other departments haven't received.
There's only 4 people signed up for leads.
Okay.
All right. All right. Did I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Do your second.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody.